What would you do if you walked into a busy pet store and saw a tiny, intensely fuzzy little dog staring directly at you with a completely flat face, a prominent jutting chin, a pair of glittering black eyes and a wild mustache that makes them look exactly like a miniature monkey escaped from a tropical zoo jungle? Hi, welcome back to Paw and Order. My name is Carl, and in this video I am gonna teach you all the fascinating reasons why Affenpinschers are universally called monkey dogs, and how this incredible nickname perfectly defines their look and personality. These tiny, fearless felines of the dog world are absolutely famous around the globe for their comical appearance, their rich wire coats, and their deeply bold, highly entertaining personalities that keep their owners laughing all day long. Many people see an Affenpinscher walking down the street and assume they are looking at a rare, exotic monkey species, only to be totally shocked when the little creature lets out a happy, high-pitched dog bark. To truly solve the mystery of why the Affenpinscher carries such a famous, primate-themed nickname, we must first look closely at the language roots and the historical origin of their official German breed name. The word Affenpinscher is actually a direct combination of two distinct German words, where the first part, Affen, literally translates to monkey or ape, and the second part, Pinscher, refers to a terrier-type hunting dog. This means that for hundreds of years in their native Germany, these dogs have been officially, legally, and culturally recognized as monkey terriers, because of the undeniable physical resemblance they share with small tree-dwelling primates. These small rugged dogs were originally developed in the 17th century across Central Europe to work as highly efficient ratters, catching pesky mice and dangerous rats inside warm stables, busy kitchens, and grand grain barns. Over many decades, German breeders intentionally selected dogs with unique, shortened faces and highly expressive wire coats, gradually locking in the signature look that earned them their beloved monkey title. The first simple step to understanding their primate identity is to look closely at their unique facial anatomy, specifically their highly distinct, flat-faced skull structure known professionally as brachycephaly. Unlike a standard dog breed that possesses a long, pointed muzzle for sniffing out trails, an Affenpinscher has an incredibly short, compacted nose bridge that sits perfectly between their large, wide-set eyes. This shortened muzzle forces their lower jaw to slightly undershoot their top teeth, creating a very prominent, proud, and jutting chin that closely mirrors the facial profile of a small chimpanzee or an intelligent Capuchin monkey. Because their face is so flat, their large, round, dark eyes look directly forward at you with a startling level of human-like depth, rather than looking slightly outward like the eyes of a normal dog. This unique arrangement of short nose, prominent chin, and front-facing eyes breaks the standard rules of canine appearance, instantly tricking the human brain into thinking we are looking right into the face of a clever little forest monkey. Our second simple step focuses on analyzing the incredible, wild facial hair patterns that grow naturally on an Affenpinscher's head, which completely elevates their monkey-like transformation to a whole new level. These dogs possess a dense, wiry coat that grows outwards in a frantic, bushy fashion all around their small face, forming a natural frame of stiff, stand-off fur that looks exactly like a primate's mane. They grow a long, sweeping mustache, a full, majestic chin beard, and dense eyebrows that fan outward from their nose bridge like a soft, explosive halo of dark hair. This unique pattern of facial hair growth means that their actual eyes and black nose appear deeply inset within a thick ring of fur, mimicking the exact hair distribution found on wild tamarin monkeys. When a gentle breeze blows across their face, or when they tilt their head in pure curiosity, their wild mustache and beard twitch and move dynamically, creating an intensely expressive, human-like facial performance that you rarely see in smooth-faced dogs. The third critical step to uncovering their monkey nature involves looking past their physical looks and studying their highly unique primate-like hand dexterity and remarkable ability to use their front paws like little human fingers. Most domestic dog breeds use their paws purely for walking, running, and balancing on the ground, rarely attempting to grasp objects or manipulate items with their front feet. However, an Affenpinscher has a fascinating habit of using their front paws to firmly clutch their favorite toys, hold onto healthy chew sticks, and gracefully swat at floating insects in midair. They can sit comfortably on their rear rump, and use both front paws simultaneously to scoop up a tennis ball, or gently pat your face with a delicate, grasping motion that looks shockingly like a baby chimpanzee reaching out for comfort. This rare level of front paw coordination allows them to explore their physical environment with a high level of curiosity, turning everyday object interactions into a highly entertaining, monkey-like display of motor skills. Our fourth step involves examining their incredible agility and their deep, natural love for climbing high structures, which perfectly matches the acrobatic lifestyle of a wild, tree-dwelling monkey. While most small, toy-sized dog breeds are perfectly content staying firmly planted on the safety of the living room floor, an Affenpinscher possesses a powerful, driving desire to scale vertical heights. They will happily leap from the floor to the footstool, scramble up the side of the armchair, and climb right up onto the very top crest of your high living room sofa to look out the window. They move with an intensely light, springy, and bounding gait, easily balancing on narrow ledges, and navigating complex vertical obstacle courses around your home, with total confidence and ease. This natural climbing behavior is a direct expression of their fearless terrier heritage and highly athletic build, causing them to constantly seek out the highest vantage point in the room so they can watch over their entire household kingdom like a sentry. The fifth crucial step to truly appreciating the Affenpinscher is to embrace their deeply comical, dramatic, and intensely mischievous personality, which perfectly mirrors the playful, trickster nature of a wild monkey. These dogs are natural-born comedians who absolutely crave being the center of human attention, and they will happily invent funny little games and perform silly stunts just to keep your eyes glued to them. If they feel they are being ignored, an Affenpinscher will walk across the room on their two hind legs, turn around in rapid circles, or let out a series of dramatic purrs and grunts to express their disapproval. They possess a hilarious sense of self-importance and a serious lack of fear, meaning they will happily strut around the yard with a giant stick that is 3 times their size, acting like a proud king. This combination of intense bravery, endless curiosity, and a natural love for silly showmanship makes their daily behavior feel far more like an interactive monkey performance than a standard pet routine. We also need to look closely at a major phase of their history, specifically how their unique monkey appearance allowed them to successfully transition from rugged stable ratters to pampered companions of high society royalty. During the 18th and 19th centuries, wealthy ladies in France and Germany fell completely in love with the Affenpinscher's tiny size, expressive face, and highly entertaining, dramatic antics around the household. They realized that having a dog that looked and acted exactly like a tiny monkey was an incredible fashion statement, and a wonderful source of non-stop entertainment for guests in their grand parlors. The breed was gradually refined to be slightly smaller and softer, turning them into the ultimate luxury lapdog, while carefully preserving the harsh wire coat and distinct monkey face that everyone adored. Another brilliantly successful strategy for understanding this breed is to master the specific style of grooming required to maintain their iconic monkey expression without destroying the natural texture of their wire coat. To keep an Affenpinscher looking like a classic monkey dog, you must never use electric clippers to shave their body fur down, as cutting the wire hair will cause it to grow back soft, curly, and faded in color. Instead, a professional groomer or dedicated owner must use a technique called hand stripping, which involves gently pulling out dead, loose hairs by the roots to allow fresh, brightly colored wire fur to grow in. For their face, the fur should be brushed completely forward and outward from the nose bridge, using blunt grooming shears to carefully trim a clean, circular frame around their bright eyes. This precise trimming technique ensures that their eyebrows, beard, and mustache look perfectly full and round, highlighting their short nose and jutting chin, to maximize their famous primate appearance for the world to see. As we continue to implement these simple steps, we must also address the unique challenges of training an Affenpinscher, as their high intelligence and independent terrier streak require a very creative, fun approach. Because these dogs think very highly of themselves and possess a natural, monkey-like curiosity, they will quickly become completely bored with repetitive, rigid obedience commands that offer no excitement. You must transform every single training session into a fun, high-energy game filled with premium food rewards, upbeat vocal praise, and interactive play with their favorite toys. Affenpinschers love solving complex problems, so teaching them advanced tricks like weaving through your legs, fetching specific items, or cleaning up their own toys works absolute wonders for keeping them engaged. When you approach training with a sense of humor, and plenty of positive reinforcement, your clever monkey dog will learn lightning fast, proudly showing off their new skills to anyone who will watch. We must also look closely at a critical health aspect that every Affenpinscher owner needs to understand, which involves protecting their large, prominent eyes from accidental injury and irritation. Because their face is so flat and their eyes are quite round and forward-facing, they lack the long protective muzzle shield that standard dog breeds use to deflect low-hanging branches and tall grass. Furthermore, their wild, wiry facial hair grows directly around their eyelids, and if those stiff hairs are allowed to curl inward, they can easily scratch the sensitive cornea, causing painful ulcers. You must make it a strict weekly habit to gently comb their facial hair away from their eyeballs, using a damp cotton round to wipe away any dried tear gunk or dust particles. Keeping the fur around their eyes neatly trimmed and perfectly clean is a vital daily step that shields their vision from harm, ensuring their glittering black eyes stay healthy, clear, and full of expression. It is also highly useful to understand that despite their tiny, toy-like size, the Affenpinscher still carries the fierce, courageous heart of a true working terrier deep inside their chest. They are not delicate, fragile dogs who want to be carried around in a designer purse all day long. Rather, they are rugged, athletic, and full of fiery energy that requires regular outdoor adventures. They love exploring the smells of a grassy park, chasing after fast tennis balls in the yard, and participating in fun canine sports, like agility and nosework courses. Providing your monkey dog with regular daily walks, and plenty of safe opportunities to run and play, keeps their muscles strong, burns off excess energy, and ensures they stay mentally balanced. A physically active Affenpinscher, who gets to satisfy their hunting instincts outdoors, will naturally be far more relaxed, quiet, and perfectly content when it is time to cuddle up on your lap at night. Another incredibly valuable step in your journey with an Affenpinscher is creating a safe, highly enriching indoor environment that fully satisfies their deep need for mental stimulation and object manipulation. Because these dogs possess such curious minds and dexterous paws, a boring house with no toys can easily lead them to invent their own destructive games, like unraveling toilet paper or digging into houseplant soil. You should fill your living space with an assortment of interactive canine puzzles, treat dispensing toys, and soft plush items that they can safely carry around, hide under blankets, and manipulate with their feet. Setting up a dedicated indoor climbing area, like a low ramp leading to a comfortable window perch, allows them to safely fulfill their natural desire to scale vertical heights without jumping off dangerous furniture. Providing these positive, stimulating outlets keeps their busy brains occupied, transforming potential mischief into a beautiful display of happy, healthy, and perfectly directed primate-like curiosity. It is vital for every pet parent to realize that raising an Affenpinscher is a truly unique, joyful adventure that will completely transform your view of the canine world. You are sharing your life with an incredibly historic, proud, and deeply loyal breed that views themselves not as a tiny lapdog, but as a mighty, fearless guardian and a treasured member of your family pack. Their hilarious monkey looks, acrobatic stunts, and deeply expressive faces are a beautiful gift that brings an endless stream of laughter, warmth, and vibrant energy into any home. When you take the time to understand their anatomy, support their active lifestyle, and groom their wire coat with pride, you are honoring a magnificent century-old heritage. You will quickly find that there is absolutely nothing else in the world quite like the love, loyalty, and pure entertainment of a true German monkey dog. The ultimate secret to understanding why the Affenpinscher is called the monkey dog lies in a beautiful combination of their flat-faced skull anatomy, their wild facial hair, and their uniquely primate-like daily behaviors. Always honor their rich history as expert stable ratters turned royal companions, and protect their front-facing eyes by keeping their wiry eyebrows and mustache perfectly clean and combed away from their eyelids. Maintain their flat nose profile and proud jutting chin through proper hand stripping techniques, and fulfill their natural love for climbing and paw manipulation by creating an enriching, puzzle-filled home sanctuary. Train their brilliant minds using positive, high-energy games, drain their terrier energy with regular low-impact outdoor exercise, and never try to suppress their wonderfully comical, mischievous personality. Thank you so much for watching Paw and Order. My name is Carl, and I hope these steps help you build a wonderful, active, and endlessly happy life with your beautiful, talking monkey dog companion.